Hey, what's up, farmers? Today I'd like to talk about my YFC legacy portfolio, my yield farming co-op legacy portfolio. I've mentioned this on the channel several times, and this is my primary gig inside of crypto is yield farming. And it's actually been sort of rough, and honestly the last couple of, really since the beginning, or actually the end of December, when we started heading downhill and kind of peaked as far as things went. Post-election hype, went sky high, and then we've been basically traveling sideways, though we did see a Bitcoin all-time high as of this morning, which is incredible at $109,000. But ETH is still lagging as well as the rest of the market, though Solana absolutely pumped with the Trump token, and then the Melania token seemed to nuke it back down. And so we're sitting in this range where we're not really sure what's going to go on. We're waiting for the post-inauguration news to come through, what executive orders are going to be signed. Will there be a Bitcoin strategic reserve? Will there be any ETH in that reserve? Yet to see yet. And will he make, Trump that is, make no taxes on cryptos based out of the US? That would include Solana, that would include SWI. Both of them I have in multiple portfolios of mine. So let's get into this this portfolio here. And I've been at sort of a slump as far as fee generation, but it's mostly because I don't want to get too much impermanent loss in my portfolio. And I'll talk about that a little bit more once we get into the members only portion of this video that I'll post on the Yield Farming Co-op 49 Weeks to Freedom Member Challenge. So if you would like to be a part of that and see the full portion of this video that includes the ranges that I'm in, you can go ahead and jump into the link in the description below. But $206 last week, which is great to see. Although my goal for this portfolio is a minimum of $260 per week, which $260 is what I pay every single week to PayPal in order to continue to make this portfolio profitable, as I took out the original $12,500 as collateral from my PayPal account. So it's a business line of credit. Every single week for 52 weeks, I'm paying $260 back, and I have been able to do that even with some lulls in my volume here. In fact, the last time I made over $260 in this portfolio was December 8th. So we had a bit of a dump on the 18th, I believe, was when things started heading down, and then it was about the 18th where everything went out of range for quite some time here. And in order to just hold and not incur a lot of impermanent loss, I've been taking less fees in this portfolio, but that's okay with me. Honestly, right now, if you look at things, it's actually sort of healthy. So I've taken, I have a total of 9,585 in liquidity already trading right now in this portfolio. Let me jump into this actual portfolio here. I believe it's going to be this tab here, and let's refresh this. I have a good amount of rewards on the sides here, and I'm going to be paying out some of those rewards with this portfolio. I have $286 in rewards between NEAR, BNB, ETH, Arrow, and ETH on the base chain as well. And then I actually got this DeFi AI being the A part of DeFi here. It's supposed to be a DeFi. I don't know if it's a meme token or if it's going to be an AI token long term. I haven't done a lot of research on it, just holding for the culture today, but might sell that in order to pay off some of that debt that I owe. Have some Pendle in here as well. Also got a NATO airdrop, whatever NATO is. Have a little bit of Phantom, although Phantom's down right now. I'm going to wait for that to come back up before I take any profits there. Did claim fees on all these this morning, so even though I claimed fees on NEAR, BNB, we're still up pretty decently here. Almost $10 worth of rewards already today. But the rest of my portfolio is actually, for the most part, out of range, and we've been putting in ETH rewards here and taking against and borrowing against it to pay off this portfolio. So I'll probably do something similar. And as if you watched last week, I actually had to borrow more than half of what I owed in ETH or owned in ETH. And right now we're back above as the price of ETH has gone up a little bit. But I've also paid some of this down with some of my my fees that I've earned. So I'll probably do something similar, sell off this NEAR here, sell off most of my BNB rewards, possibly move that all into ETH, and then an Arrow as well, probably put all that into ETH on the base chain, or rather the Arbitrum chain inside of Aave, and then borrow up to half of what I have put in here, and hopefully I've got $260 worth of fees. I'll probably wait until tomorrow morning to do this and be able to take this $10+ that I'll have in near to wrap BNB, as well as any appreciation that I get from maybe a possible market pump. We'll see what happens with Trump coming in. But if I need to, guys, I'll just start selling some of this liquidity, because overall, between the 10.5 or sorry, rather 9.5 that I have in the portfolio in liquidity right now in the LPs, plus the $280 worth of gas fees as well, or gas tokens, as well as rewards that I've collected, plus the paid out money, I'm actually in the profit overall on this. So so let's actually do the math on this. So 12.5 is what original loan was. Let's times that by 0.108 to get the total that'll come out of my pocket long term here, because it was an 8% APR on this loan. So 13.5 is the total that I'll pay back. Let's subtract what I've already paid. That's 4,420. And that brings us down to $980. And then let's also take what is in the portfolio currently. So that's over 10,000. So 10,194. Get back to my calculator here. Minus 10,194. And that gives us actually a profit. I know it says negative, but I did the math backwards here, of $1,000. Now, that's not a lot, guys, but I do expect, because we're kind of in a down part in the market, I do expect this to pump up significantly over the next probably at least 3 to 5 months, maybe even 6 months, guys. Typically, the alt seasons happen in the post-halving year, in the quarter 1 and 2, and the old saying goes, not old really, really rather old for crypto, but new for the rest of the world, is sell in May and walk away. Well, we won't be selling everything in May, but we will be taking profits in May, and hopefully being able to pay off a majority of, or at least have in stables what we need, the majority of this portfolio to pay off. So got $1,100 in profits. I have seen this portfolio as high as $18,000 in the last little pump that we had post-election, guys. So I am optimistic long term on this, but currently alts are down in general, so it's a little bit tougher. Did make $206 in fees last week, and already have made $32 as of this morning in that near to BNB range, and then another $10 almost already today. So by tomorrow, between these two, 206 and 32, I will have enough likely to get me to that $260, and then hopefully we see a pump in the market over the next week. And if I don't, I just may have to sell something at a loss, which would be unfortunate. Probably sell a little bit of my NEAR on my BNB, as this is the closest to what I put into it originally as far as the initial investment. The initial investment on this was probably, let's see, yeah, 4,000, 4,500 I think is the tops here. So let's actually go back to when I initially put it in. The first time it says NEAR, which would be here. So 3,400. Not bad, because we're actually sitting at about 3,200. So if we get higher than 3,400, I'll probably sell off a little bit of that near BNB just to take some profits there, and rather just to pay off the loan. I'm not going to stress about having to pay out some of it from the principal itself if we're in a down portion in the market, guys. So anyway, with that, I'm going to end this part of the video. For those that are on my YouTube who are not subscribed to the 48 9 Weeks of Freedom Challenge, again, if you want to see the rest of the video, guys, you can check out the link in the description below, and join us over at the Yield Farming Co-op, where we have training on how to be a yield farmer. We sell NFTs, and we'll yield farm for you, and those NFTs will mint out some nice rewards. 10% per month is actually what we're able to pay out on those right now. And then we also have a Farmer's Bounty gamified version of yield farming, where you guys can actually take out your principal after you can deposit some principal and earn on that. And then I'll link not only a link to Farmer's Bounty in the description, but also the video that explains how it all works. And we'll be pushing that hard throughout this year, guys, as it is an awesome opportunity, especially for those of you who are a little more risk averse and just want to put some stables in the market and be able to take those out, because every 30 days you can actually pull your principal if you need to, and there's no chance of losing on that principal unless, of course, we get hacked or something, which was rather unlikely because we use hardware wallets and keep our funds in reputable on-chain dexes, like we're in Cetus on the Sui network, we're in Uniswap and PancakeSwap on all of the L2s, as well as BNB chain, and then we do some stuff in Solana on Meteor as well. So with all that, guys, for the rest of the video will be for the 49 Weeks of Freedom members, so I'm going to cut it off here. We'll see you in the next one, and God bless.